Welcome to Season 1, Episode 1 of MN Car Talk. I'm Ponty.
I'm Austin, and we're with
Jaden.
Let's get to it. So, Jaden, what do you think about the car community today?
So what I think about the car community is that it was good until about 2020, and then all the takeovers started. They started taking over the intersections, blocking it off, being violent towards cops. They started throwing fireworks at people and things, and they started shooting all in the intersections too. Stray bullets flying, hitting people. It was not good. It's only making the car community worse, and it just made it really hard for us car enthusiasts to meet up and have a good time.
Yeah, because, I can kind of agree with that, too. I feel like 2020 was definitely the downfall of the car community, because right now it's really, really difficult to meet up and host a car meet anything past dark. Because anything past dark, they're going to just think we're takeovers and that we're going to fuck up the streets, But anyway, what was your guys' first car meet like?
back in 2015, me and my friends, we jumped to my Crown Vic. We went out to Sun Foods, University in Dale. That was our first car meet or event that we went to. There was just people everywhere, and just everybody was having a good time, and just all different variety. There was trucks, there was cars, there was muscle cars, there was everything, and just the people in general. It was just a clique. It was a niche, and that's where I found my niche.
So, what were the cars like? What was the environment like?
I'd say to me, it's felt exotic, something new, something different. And then the nightlife, the people, the cars and trucks and everything else, it's like I've never seen Skyline in person till I was at University of Dale, till Sun Foods and that. And just that whole clique in general. It just was something new, and I just dug something about it. And that was my clique from the get-go.
So, Jaden, what was your first experience in the car community?
So my first experience in the car community was probably back in 2021, May 25th. I went to a car meet for my birthday with my buddies, and he brought me to this car meet. There was Jaguars there was Mustangs there was Volvos there was all sorts of vehicles there, and it was pretty cool just to see the cars, see how they're differently engineered, and see which one was faster than the other.
So, what would your guys' advice be to someone who wants to get into the car community?
So, I believe that anybody with a car could join the car community. You don't have to have some $1 million Bugatti to look cool in the car community. You just have to have your own build that's your way, that looks, the way that you want it.
Same thing as what he just said. It doesn't matter what your budget is, what car you have. Doesn't matter if you have a Honda Civic, a Subaru, or a V6 Challenger or whatever. We're not going to hate on your stuff. As long as you're a decent person, a decent human being, you're more than welcome for the community.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think the car community needs to be more accepting of people with, their build. But, throwing a cheap spoiler on their car, I wouldn't identify that as build. Or just riced out, it just doesn't fit the vehicle, They're not, their intentions are just to look goofy, it's not actually presentable. But this leads me to my next question. What is a build?
Well, it's more than just cosmetics and looks. It's not just slapping rims on a car and lowering it and slapping tint on and whatever other cosmetic mods. It's what did you do to the engine, what camshaft you're running, or you boosted, turbos, supercharger, or exhaust, and transmission, and rear end, and what all is done to it. Because just rims and suspension lowered, that's not a build.
I agree with some of that, but the thing is, not everybody builds their car for speed. There's some that build their car just for car shows. But I see where you're coming from. I truly do believe that a build is consistent and is presentable. I feel like it's show-worthy or it's race-worthy, but slapping off-brand wheels or just cheap wheels, straight piping it, not making it look presentable like I mentioned before, I feel like those are not examples of a build. I feel like a build takes time. I feel like it is a lot of effort. Anybody can straight pipe it and put shitty wheels and shitty suspension, or clapped out suspension, as some that might say, but anybody can do that. So, but yeah, I see where you're coming from with that. Is there anything else you wanted to add on?
Yes, I got something to add. So I think that a build is a vision that somebody brought to life. Something, a work of art in their own eyes that they've created and can now show off to other people. That's what I think a build is.
If you guys could start over with a car build, what would it be?
So I think I would tell myself to get a 2001 Audi S4 with the 2.7 liter twin turbo motor. I think I would scratch the twin turbos and I would put a single in there, and I would put a stage 4 clutch in there, build the transmission, keep it low, probably put a body kit on it, and then I think I'll ship it.
I think I would either go with a 04 to 06 GTO, like I already have, or I would do a 2001 to 2002 WS6 Trans Am. T56 with LS1, put a cam in it and put some rims on it, and maybe put some slicks on the back, and beef up the rear end with it, and lower it a little bit, and make it look good.
I would have to say, if I could restart, I would have gotten the GTO sooner. The GTO's always been my favorite car. I mean, ever since I saw it on Herbie Fully Loaded with Trip Murphy driving it, I fell in love with it because it's just such a unique car. I mean, it doesn't even look like a muscle car. It just looks like a regular car, but it's got a massive motor in it. And I just think it was genuinely just unique, and it's not something that you see every day on the road, But anyways, Jaden, tell us about your car. Like, what makes it special to you? What are your future plans for the car? Stuff like that.
So I drive a 2006 Mazda 3. It has like 156 horsepower, and it's a good daily, But the car that I miss the most is probably my 2001 Audi S4. It had KO4 turbos on it, and it was tuned on E85, but it also came with an ECU to run methanol with it. So I used that like once, and it shot huge flames, and it was pretty sick. But yeah, that's the car that I would get back. So my plans for the future of my little Mazda is use it to get to work and save up money to buy myself an Audi that I can build and put a big turbo on and make real fast. That's what I'm gonna do with my build so far.
All right, well, thank you guys for coming out. Jaden, thanks for coming out 30 minutes. I know it was a bit of a drive for you, but thanks for coming out and doing the podcast with us. We hope to have you here another time, sometime down the future. And, yeah, that's going to wrap it up for us. We will see you guys next weekend. Have a good one.